Christmas has arrived at my tiny estate. And if you know us, you'll know we've celebrated through absolute chaos. Full restorations, no kitchen, barely any furniture, yet somehow we always found a way. Because Christmas for us has never been about the stuff, it's about the people. But being us, we can't help going a little bit extra. We've built entire tables from scratch on Christmas Eve just to fit everyone in, strung fairy lights anywhere we could reach, and tried our best to make a little magic in the mess. And this year is different. This year we get to share it with a very excited 17-month-old who might not understand Christmas, but absolutely understands lights, music, and cuddles. So welcome to Christmas 2025 at my tiny estate. Let's start the season together. Welcome to our first ever Christmas episode. We didn't actually do Christmas last year, did we? Because
no, it was very briefly.
Because we went to Spain, didn't we?
Yeah, we bought something in Spain, like a Christmas tree, but...
So this is our first setup for Christmas. We are stripping all this out and we're making it into our dining room because for the first year ever, we are doing Christmas dinner at the Dower House with all our family.
Yeah. Now, if you don't know, I'm obsessed with Christmas. I'm the annoying person that starts listening to Christmas songs in probably October if I was allowed. So I'm very excited. We're gonna remove all of this. We're gonna keep it on the side, and then there's a lot of lovely furniture arriving because we don't have yet dining room here. So we're gonna set this as a very special Christmas moment. We're gonna set everything up because we always like to do a trial run before the day.
Exactly, yeah. So this won't eventually be our full-time dining room. It'll be over the other side, which we'll show you now. But we just don't have that ready. So we're going to make this into our dining space for Christmas this year.
So this is the old kitchen that eventually will be the dining room.
Let me explain. Because this is going to be really nice. We're going to have a dining table and chairs across here. And then this bulk here will be a stair that goes up to an annex because we've got a whole lot of space up there that is currently just blocked off. But when this kitchen goes, it's going to be a really good sized space and we're going to have a beautiful engineered floor, the same as the snug over there, which will give it a little bit more warmth. But this window is beautiful and we've got a double aspect then, so we've got a view to the back and view to the front. If you spin it round, we're in a bit of a chaos at the moment. You'll probably have already seen this done by the time we show this, but yeah, imagine standing here, kids are playing, look, the sun's shining at the moment, and you're cooking, or they could have Dante could be playing in this room, or we could be having dinner and still be, so there's still that connectivity, but there's we can close it off if we want to, and then in the winter it feels a little bit cozier. This element is an extension that was built in the 1990s, so we've got free reign to do whatever we want with it really, because it's not got any character as such like all the rest, but we're going to bring all the character back. So yes, this is a project for another day. We boarded it over and so it doesn't give us that much pressure to get it done.
Well, it's not that, is we have an issue where if we see something that needs doing, then we want to do it.
Yeah. So
we thought, well, if we board it up, then we out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, but unfortunately we still think, oh, I can't wait to do it. So yes. But we're going to bring all the sofas and stuff in here for now and use the beautiful, warm, finished space as our dining room for Christmas. So what my plan is, in my head, is either the table's going to go this way or this way. I think it would look visually nicer this way.
Yeah.
And then we've got a sideboard coming, which is going to go here to have the food on or whatever. Christmas tree in that corner. Grandfather clock will stay there. The fire burning, it's going to be lovely.
I think I want to have it running down though.
Or at least just dropping a little bit.
Yeah.
Exciting! Yay! Can't wait for the dining table to come. Oh my God. I am so excited. Look at all of the boxes. this is our Christmas once we finally dressed it, so I can't wait to start opening them. I have to wait for Borgia to get home because he'll tell me off for opening them without him. But yeah, they've assembled the table and the sideboard for us, and we're gonna start dressing it all up now. Look at these dears, they are so cool. I'm really tempted to put them outside actually rather than inside, but we'll see how it pans out. But Danteo is gonna absolutely, they're kind of like cast iron. They're really lovely. I mean, they're a little bit sharp for a 1-year-old, so maybe we'll have to keep him out of the way of him, but he's gonna love them. And also he's gonna love these boxes. So they were gonna unbox it all for us, and we were like, no, leave them, because what we're going to do is we're gonna wrap all these boxes up for Christmas, because we want Danteo to experience what I experienced when I was little. I was extremely spoiled and I got tons of presents. I remember I've got videos when I was little of coming down and the house would be full of presents. Well, we don't want to spoil our child as much as I was spoiled. Actually, to be fair, I wasn't really spoiled. It was just, back then, there was more stuff, wasn't there? Nowadays, you don't even have DVDs now. Everything's just digital. But back then, everything was something. So yeah, but we don't want to give Danteo loads of stuff because he's got loads of stuff already, just through friends and family giving. So we're just going to wrap up empty boxes. And that is not mean, because he will love the box. So we can make towels out of it and everything like that. So he's going to love it. So yeah, we're making use of every bit of our delivery. We've got this sideboard that's going to go in here for Christmas, but it's not going to be its true home. Its true home is going to be on the landing, and I couldn't wait to do that while I was waiting for Borgia to come home. So I've moved it upstairs and dressed it how it's going to look when we've moved it up there. Shall I show you? It's nice. It's really nice. Okay, so hopefully soon we're going to get the handrail put on here because the window company are doing it. So yeah, so this is going to go all the way around here, but look at it already. I've just had to bring the baskets for Danteo's toys up here just to see how cool is that. And then I've had to move our pictures that we had here, and I'm going to put 3 more over the top. But look at it. Doesn't that just work so well? And it also doesn't take up too much space on the landing area. I do need to do something with that socket though, because I just can't stand that. I might have to wire it in somehow so that you can't see that. Okay, so I've already admitted that the sideboard will not stay in that room. It's just for Christmas. So I couldn't resist and I've taken it upstairs.
You have?
Yes, so do you want to have a look?
Okay. Oh my god, this is so nice.
Looks cute, doesn't it?
Oh, it's literally what I imagined.
I was worried because when you get furniture that is new, it looks new, but actually I think this looks perfectly
stunning.
Perfectly old.
I love it, and it's plenty of space to go. Oh, damn.
I know I've got to sort the plug out there and hide it, but I think it's cute, isn't it? And then we'll have to get some more of those baskets because that's Danteo's toys.
They're super cute.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
I've waited for you to do the stuff downstairs. Okay.
Yes. These are very nice too. I'm not sure about the chairs. I don't know if they work.
I think at the moment what it's looking like is it's looking very like office.
Yes.
Very dark. But remember, we've got a very light rug, and that's going to like lighten it up and get rid of all the brown and blackness. And also we've got some light coverings, and when we dress the table, this is just going to be one of many colors, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the minute you're just seeing too much brown, and I totally think that. So yeah, I think what we need to do is take the dining table out or move it to the side, get the rug in, and then it's going to feel a lot more, you know, cozier and appropriate. So I believe a table is made up of many layers. So firstly, it's ideal to have a nice table. In the past, we've had such a rough and ready table because we made it from scratch, but this one's beautiful. Now, then the next layer I think is like placemats, plates, and then these lovely little details like, you know, where to put your, the names on and whatnot. We've also got for Christmas these lovely kind of place settings, these plates here that will sit on top of the plate set. And then once that layer's done, then it's Borgia's turn, and he will come in and then add sort of like natural foliage that kind of goes down the center, which will then kind of make it feel a little bit less hard. That's what we've always tended to put in the centerpiece is flowers, plants, something like that. We'll obviously go a little bit Christmassy this year. Add some candles for ambience. And yeah, and that's what I think makes up a table, is having these really, really good layers.
Vamos a montar. We are a team. Somos un equipo. Chocas a 5. Vamos a montar el árbol de Navidad.
No.
Sí, pero este. We're gonna start with the Christmas tree. Let's see how it goes. Abre la caja. Abre la caja. Bien.
Okay.
It might take all day. Esto es el árbol. Más. Vale, un momento. Tenemos que buscar cuál es el de abajo de todo. Ese. ¿Quieres meterte dentro de la caja? ¿Quieres entrar en la caja? Una, dos. ¡Ah! Santiago está dentro de la caja.
What are you doing in the box? Yeah.
¡Es perfecto!
Yay! So Papa's going to fluff out all the branches now. You're going to help him?
We were building a Christmas tree a second ago, but Danteo wants attention. So it's sunny, so it's very cold, but it's sunny. So I thought, like, let's do some jobs in the garden. He can get involved, he can run around, you know, it's waterproofed, and then get him tired when he has his nap. No, déjate el sombrerito. Sí. Oh, he doesn't like hats. Espérate. Bueno, vamos a hacer algo aquí en el jardín. No. So if you put in Christmas lights, this is like all my years experience. You start from the top and work your way down, and you don't wrap it, because I used to do that, and then they came to me and was like, no, you have to do it like in S's and then putting things in so it feels like it's fuller inside. I bought on Amazon these lights, which they were the fullest one, so it's 50-meter cable, and they were 1,000. I only bought the one because it was meant to be put on the other Christmas tree that we have, which is half the size, because I really like it really, really full. And I also like the warm white. But the good thing about this one is that you could also change it to colors, because I said to them, like, now we've got a kid, you know, like I remember as a kid, like you don't really care the aesthetic, you just want lights and colors. So I thought, well, you know, for pictures we put it in the warm white, and then if he likes it we can change it, and it's different lights in different colors, so it's really cool actually. So I might have to buy another one to fill it up. So I'm gonna start from the top, filling it as much as I like, and then we'll see if I've got enough or not. I need to find the end though first. Now, I was raised in a household that we like Christmas very much, and my mum will change the Christmas decoration every year. So I'm delusional thinking that is also possible here. Although we only had the one Christmas tree, and my intention is to have several Christmas trees in the one house. But I've always been very resourceful when I come to decoration. So it's either not expensive or literally I spend no money, which that's what I'm going to do this year, because the budget is going for other things as we're hosting. Look! ¿Te gusta? Sí. Cambiamos, ¿quieres cambiar el color? ¿Cambio el color de la luz? Yes. Cambio el color. Mira, di 1, 2, a ver, y 3. ¡Ah! ¿Te gusta? ¡Luz! ¡Hola, Luz! ¿Qué color es este? Azul. ¿Qué color es este? ¿Qué color es? Verde. ¿Qué color es este? Naranja, muy bien. ¿Qué color es este? Rojo. ¿Dónde está el agua? ¿Dónde está tu agua? Venga, vamos a coger el agua. ¡Qué bonito! I'm in the full Christmas spirit and I'm on my way to the main estate to be able to be foraging leaves, bits and bobs plants to start creating Christmas arrangements, for the dining table, for the fireplace, and also for Christmas decoration on the Christmas tree. I made it to the estate. Now, this is our servants' courtyard, and this is like the most magical courtyard ever. It's absolutely full of hydrangeas, which I love. And I usually leave these heads until my birthday, which is in March, and then I cut it all down, just for the new growth. But, for the spirit of Christmas, I'm gonna cut some of them. Look at this. The plant that keeps giving. And if you see it close up, it is such a delicate plant. So I use this so much. It gives it some sort of texture. But now let's go and find some foliage.
We are in absolute chaos as we start decorating the tree. Everything is from our garden, we've grown it all. These are the dried hydrangeas and the alliums. Just a warning, if you're using dried alliums, they make a complete mess. Yeah. Look at all these seeds.
Wait, just show the seed head.
Yeah, they all come off here because naturally that's what they do. So, but it's looking lovely, isn't it?
They look like big bubbles, aren't they?
Balls.
Balls.
The most challenging word for you to say. Balls.
Okay, I am going to start doing the chimney wreath. Is it wreath? Chimney decoration. Now, when we made this chimney, we couldn't have a mantelpiece. We want to have it like quite flat. So I've got my chicken wire, and what I need to do is basically pretty much with chicken wire, you can just measure it. You don't have to sculpt anything. Just do the shape that you want to have it. What we want to do, maybe coming down here, to fill up this area. So I want all of this quite full, because we have got the Christmas tree on the one side. So it's gonna be like a little bit down, but here it's gonna be more down and fuller in here.
I just got these from the garden, so we're gonna use them for Christmas on the Christmas tree and across the wreath and across the table. Or maybe not the table, I don't know.
I don't know.
Just 'cause
because the problem is that we're getting carried away. So let's focus.
I'm going to focus on the tree, you focus on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we put pressure on ourselves a little bit because this Saturday, so we're on Tuesday now, this Saturday we've got our friends coming over, so we wanted to have this ready for them. I don't know if I told you this. We want to have that ready for them so that we can test it out with them. They're basically our guinea pigs before actual Christmas. And yeah, they're very critical, so want to be perfect.
No, they're not critical.
Well, they're not critical, but they're jokingly critical.
Yeah, that's the what's critical, really, isn't it?
Yeah, bitches. Such horrible friends. You know you haven't done one of these since Saving the Manor?
Yes, I know. Not like this. Very simple. These 3 screws. I think you can do it with anything that kind of like gets it together. And then now I'm going to be able to start using it to thread all my foliage. This does not cost money. You know what I mean? Like, well,
it does inevitably because
if you have a garden, but you can easily do it foraging on the woodland. You know.
Lines are busting out the door, Christmas songs in every store. Can't stand to hear one more, please won't you make it stop. Snow is piled 5 feet high, dog ate the pecan pie. Hurry up, store-bought is fine, Christmas time again. They say it's so pretty, that time in New York City. I say cold and gritty, packed in like sardines. Got a flat on the interstate, Mama warned me don't be late. Pretty please save me a plate, Christmas time again.
Hi over there. Guys,
we have finished our dining room and it is the perfect moment because we have our friends coming in a few hours to test out this space.
This is like everything that I imagine. Now, you know, just in case, I don't know if we mentioned, but we have actually had that Christmas tree for 14 years. We bought it in Costco a long time ago because our very old house had really high ceilings. So actually that was higher.
Much higher. We actually removed the base and then we're just using the top section. Now, because we've run out of time, because we were so busy making the space, I'm gonna go to Costco now and get a rotisserie chicken because I don't have time to actually do the meat, but I'll do all the potatoes and vegetables.
Yeah.
So cue the lovely plate of chicken that everyone will think we've made, but I actually bought it on the shops.
This is a very special Christmas. Obviously, we have Danteo. The 3 of us as a family can be sort of enjoying, and you know, he's learning a bit more of like.
He's becoming more and more conscious of what Christmas is.
Yes. He quite doesn't know, but I can already see, like, you know, he goes to nursery 3 days a week and they're already talking about Santa. And here will be like actually a fun episode of talking about the different cultures because, you know, here is all about Santa. In Spain, it's more about the wise men. So they come in a camel and it's 3 of them. And here they come in obviously with reindeers. And
you also have some weird Catalan traditions as well, which are quite cute.
They're cute, yeah. So I think we should do one of those.
And also next week we've got to do the open plan. We're going to dress that up as well. So we'll just throw some bits in there of traditions, English traditions, Spanish traditions.
There's loads that we want to share.
Yeah.
But I also want to make sure that it doesn't just become Christmas, because I think that, you know, everybody's going to be doing Christmas, and then you're going to be tied by it. But
and also the reality is we are still doing renovation during the Christmas period.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be throwing a bit of painting in here and there as well.
Here's the end, our first ever Christmas YouTube episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, we've never done anything like this before, so we didn't know what we were going to put together, but this is just what we do every year in different spaces, just to make it feel, you know, Christmassy and have a vibe. So yeah, enjoy, hope you like. If you do like, hype, and all that jazz.
Please like, subscribe, share it, you know. Also, very super thankful to our Patreon. We already mentioned it, and for people that is able to join us over there, we are able to kind of like share things that happen
in the moment.
Like we had a bat recently in the house. We also had a bat. It was just like such a weird week. We had like all the wildlife, and we were able to share it over there, and which is great, because otherwise sometimes things get missed, because we get so many things happen to us all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So so if you want to join us, I'm going to share the Patreon link on the description, and let us know, what did you think?
And let the festivities commence.